soil. The first years were the most difficult stage, when seedling mortality rates in many areas could reach as high as 80%, caused by a single major windstorm or one extreme summer. That is why China invested around 14 billion USD across multiple phases of national anti-desertification programs, while total maintenance costs are estimated to have exceeded 50 billion USD from 1978 to today. Few countries have attempted environmental restoration on this scale. More than 66 billion trees have been planted over decades, alongside over 500,000 kilometers of green belts, shelter forests, and new vegetation spreading along the edges of the largest deserts. From this point on, the battle was no longer only about surviving a brutal ocean of sand. It was about turning the desert into a new food machine of the 21st century. Once the sand was locked down, water was delivered, and the soil began to recover. The remote western deserts of China, such as Xinjiang, Ningxia, Gansu, and Inner Mongolia, were becoming one of the agricultural centers, contributing more than 30 million tons of farm products every year. One of the most striking examples is grapes. In Turpan, where there are more than 3,000 hours of sunshine each year, and extremely large day-night temperature differences, grapevines accumulate up to 40% more sugar than in typical temperate regions. Unlike traditional cultivation, many vineyards here use elevated trellis systems, precision drip irrigation, and the technique of burying grapevines underground during winter to protect them from severe cold. As a result, this area alone produces nearly 1.5 million tons of fresh grapes and 350,000 tons of raisins each year, making it one of the largest high-quality raisin centers in Asia. China did not stop at food alone. It also made the barren desert begin to bloom. In the arid regions of Gansu and Ningxia, thousands of hectares of industrial roses have been planted for essential oil, rose tea, cosmetics, and dried petals. The dry climate helps reduce fungal disease, while intense sunlight increases essential oil concentration. For some rose varieties, it takes 3 to 5 tons of fresh petals to distill just 1 kilogram of essential oil, making the value of each hectare far higher than many traditional food crops. That turns roses into an ideal choice for lands with scarce water but a need for high economic return. But among the many high-value crops grown in these regions, none has transformed the desert's economy more powerfully than cotton. Xinjiang currently produces around 5 million tons of cotton each year, equal to roughly 20% of global cotton output. Vast land allows large-scale mechanization with giant harvesters, while drip irrigation significantly reduces water costs. As a result, Xinjiang cotton remains highly competitive on international markets, putting pressure on many traditional cotton-growing regions, such as the United States. However, along with the low-cost advantage comes prolonged international controversy. Many Western governments and human rights organizations accuse part of the cotton supply chain in Xinjiang of involving forced labor or labor linked to detention systems. China rejects these accusations. But regardless of the controversy, one fact cannot be denied. Cotton has transformed former desert land into a major link in the global textile supply chain. To produce year-round in the middle of scorching sand, China needed to go even further, building modern greenhouse empires in the heart of the desert. Today, the arid western regions of China alone are estimated to possess more than 2,000 square kilometers of agricultural greenhouses, an area roughly 3 times larger than the entire greenhouse area of Canada. The most common type today is the northern Chinese solar greenhouse, a model specially optimized for cold and arid regions. The entire southern side is covered with transparent materials to capture maximum sunlight, while the northern side is a thick wall made of brick, rammed earth, or concrete, capable of holding heat during the day and slowly releasing it at night. This mechanism turns desert sunlight itself into a natural heating system. In winter, many greenhouses can maintain inside temperatures 10 to 20 degrees Celsius higher than outside without consuming excessive fuel. Alongside them are low-cost plastic tunnel greenhouses for rapid irrigation, as well as advanced smart greenhouses built for temperature, humidity, and other natural
I'm making a video. I'm making a video.